this is Snow City Tarot. Welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a fun little pick a card reading. I was feeling quite witchy today, so if you notice, I changed my motif a little bit. It's such a beautiful rainy day where I am, and it's like the perfect ambiance for card reading right now. I don't think you can hear the rain, unfortunately, because my mic is too good. But it's getting me in a very mystical vibe. So I thought I would do a little bit of a pick a card reading for you. This is going to be a little bit more short and sweet because I don't want it to be too specific. I really want everyone to be able to pick a card out of here and get something that's valuable. So they're going to be a little bit shorter because if I do something that's more complicated or more or longer, I feel like there's going to be a lot of information and people won't really know what to choose from. So that's why I'm doing this one a little bit shorter. That's why there's more cards. But today's topic is going to be, did this person mean what they said? And this is good for love interests. This is good for friends. This is good for coworkers. This is good for pretty much anybody who said anything to you. And maybe you have your reservations about whether or not it was a false promise or whether or not it was something that they said in joking that was offensive, or maybe it's something that, you know, like someone says something really meaningful and you're wondering if it's just like a platitude of some kind. So that is why I've got these here today. So this is going to be pile one. This is I don't know if you can see it. It's a ship, but it's in the clouds. And this is the clouds card. This is the sun card. This is the ship. This is the heart. And this is the ring. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I want you to take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And I want you to ask your guides, guardians, angels, and ancestors, what was it that they said to you? And what did they mean by it? So if you have difficulty choosing one of these piles, you can always use a number generator. And I have the directions on how to do that down in the description box below. So once you've come to a conclusion on what you like to pick, you can find the timestamps in the description box. And once you click on that, it'll take you right to your reading. So I will see you there. Hi, pile one, or option one. You picked the clouds. So this is your reading. Let's take a look at what is the nature of what this person said. And did they really mean it when they said that to you? So let's take a look. For those of that are curious, I'm using the Heaven and Earth Tarot. All right. So what was the nature of what Group 1's person said to them? How did they feel when they said this to Group 1? How did that person feel when they said this to them? How did Group 1 feel about it when they were told this thing? How did Group 1 feel about this when they were told this thing? And did Group 1's person, did they mean what they said? All right. So let's take a look. We have the Magician. We have the 10 of Pentacles. We have the King of the King of Wands. And we have the 10 of Cups. I feel like maybe this person made a promise to you in some way. This is a statement of what they said, the nature of what they said. It's, I can do it. I can do this thing. I can teach you. I can learn. I can be. I am. I will. They may be saying something about what they'll do, like for themselves, plans about their own life. Maybe for some of you, it was some kind of declaration that you would be in it in some way. But I'm seeing though, like, and I do think that they really believed this. When they said this thing or made this promise, I do believe that they really felt it deep down. This is something that they felt was assured, like a legacy, like something that would be in the future. Because the Ten of Pentacles talks about security. So I do think that this person believed what they were telling you. And those promises that they may have made were maybe perhaps along the lines of like, I can give us the money, I can take care of us, I can provide for us, I can give us that wealth, I can do it, I can get the job. I really think that this is somebody who may have said something to you, and it might have been along the lines of like, I can change, I can be different, I can be better, something like that. How you felt about it? I feel like you may believe in them too. There could be an air of like, okay, like, you know, show me what you got sort of energy. Like, all right, you said this thing, you've made this promise to me. Let's see if you can keep it. You know, I feel like King of Wands is kind of going up against that, like going on to challenge them or accept that, take that bet. I think that you want to, but I do think that there is some doubt, like, in the past, it hasn't been like this. Or, you know, like you failed 3 times already. Will you actually be able to succeed the 4th time? So I think that this is somebody that you've given many chances to. And it's possible that, you know, this is the last one. So you're wondering, does this person really mean it? I do think this person really means it. I do think that happiness is on their mind. Security is on their mind. They do have this end goal. Like, if you notice, when I ask, well, how did they feel when they said it? We get a 10. Did they really mean it? We have another 10. I really think that this is an end goal that they intend to meet. Now, will they meet it? I can't say with these cards or in this reading. This is an individual type of reading. But I do think that this person did mean it. And I think that there is, if this is a partner, like a romantic partner, I do think that they want to have a better life, a happier life. I think that they want to make those promises last. They want to keep them. So I could say that they have an honest, good intention for what they told you, because they do want this 10 of cups to be the end result. They do want a happy ending. They do want to impress you. They do want to do all the things, give you the things that you need, be the person that they want to be, but also the person that you want them to be. So to answer the question, so did they mean it? Yes. Thanks for watching Group 1. I'm going to move on to Group 2. Hi, Group 2. This is for those of you that have picked the Sun. This is your reading. So, whoops. We're going to take a look here and see if what this person said to you, was it true? Did they mean it? So I'm going to look at the nature of what this person said and a little bit more of the detail, and then we will be able to determine whether or not they mean it or meant it. So what was the nature of what Group 2's person said to them? What was the nature of what Group 2's person said to them? How did they feel when they said this thing to Group 2? All right, well, I'll take it. How did group 2 feel when this person told them this thing? And did group two's person mean it? Did they mean it? Okay, so interesting. So these two came out on their own, and one of them was reversed, and I don't typically say take reversals. Oh, what's the energy of this that I'm seeing here? The nature of what this person said is that they are not going to do something. They are going to hang on to something, not spend something. They're going to keep their money, keep their thoughts, keep their materials, keep their time to themselves. Whatever is valuable to this person, they said that they will keep it to themselves. They will hang on to it, and they will only use it if they need to, and if they spend it wisely. This could also have to do with savings. Like if they said, like, hey, I'm going to give you money for you to keep, or I'm going to, give you something for safekeeping and you can hang on to it, or something like that. This can also say that this person intends to stick around. They wanted to hang on to you, perhaps, or hang on to the relationship, but there's something that they don't want to let go of. And that's kind of the nature of what they said. How did they feel when they said it? Interestingly, this person feels like they may have said it too soon. I feel like this Princess of Cups in reverse kind of talks about somebody who has a thought in their mind and has an intention, and it's nice. It's a nice thought. It's well intended, but I feel like with the rapid movement of the Eight of Wands, we're seeing somebody that is speaking a little too soon, saying something a little bit. It's like they weren't even thinking clearly, maybe, when they were saying this, because that Princess of Cups in reverse can talk about, being idealistic or following your intuition, and when your intuition is wrong, So there was this thing. It's like they felt like they needed to say something, but then they said it, and I think they felt like they spoke too soon. And I think that it was something nice that they may have said or promised that they made to you. But we have the Three of Cups as how you felt about it. So what this person said to you may have made you feel like a friend, made you feel like you were in good company, like you belonged. It may make you feel like you were going to meet them for something, or you were going to be part of some activity. So there was this just feeling of like happiness, like, yay, I'm among friends. I belong. I feel good. I feel like this is the right place for me. So this inclusivity that this person may have done. So this person could have said, you can come with me. You can go to this place with me. You can, like, they may have invited you rapidly and then realized that maybe that wasn't like the best thought out thing. Like, the practicality of it may have been impractical in some way, perhaps. So yeah, it does look like this person may have wanted to also, keep you around or include you, or, do something like that. And did they really mean it? I mean, I think that they made a promise that they're not necessarily sure they can't keep, but that, if it's an invitation, they're not sure if, it would be taken. The invitation, it also kind of looks like an invitation where, like, someone expects you not to take it. Like it's just like something nice, I guess, but not necessarily. It's going to be different for everyone, honestly. For some of you, this person could have invited you to something or included you in something, and they may have after the fact realized it was like impractical or silly, because this Princess of Cups is like, they say Quixoteism, like, you know, thinking bigger than reality will allow is the way to describe it. Thinking bigger than what reality will allow for. So there's that. That's how they felt when they said it, though. So they might have been like, whoa, that's a big promise. I don't know if I can keep that. So there's a little bit of unsteadiness there with that. But whatever it was a gesture that made you feel welcomed and happy. Did this person mean it? I think they did, and they're going to try to make it work. They're going to try to make it happen. It may not be easy, but they're going to try to do the thing that they said that they could do, that they would do. So if you're invited to something, they're going to make it happen. And if you want, and you were going to feel included, they said that they were going to, you know, in their mind, did they mean it? They do. They realize that, like, they may have said something very fast, but it wasn't a terrible idea, but the logistics may not have been totally well thought out, but they're going to make it happen. So did this person mean it, group 2? Yes, I do think they did. So that is your reading. Thank you for watching. I'm going to move on to group 3. Hi, group 3. You chose the ship. This is your reading. So group 3, I'm going to break this down, and we're going to see whether or not this person meant what they said to you. So let's take a look at the nature of what they said. What was the nature of what group 3's person said to them? What is the nature of that? Interesting. Kind of just was sticking way out there. Let's take it. How did they feel when they said this thing to you, group 3? How did they feel when they said this to you? How did you feel when they said this to you? How did you feel about what they said? And did this person mean it? Did they mean what they told you? Did they mean what they said? Were they truthful? Did they really mean it? All right, so let's take a look. Interesting. This could be about work. That's one thing, or just practical matters. Everyday matters could be the topic here. And it's almost like this person may say something like, I'm going to choose you for a promotion, or I'm going to choose you for this new responsibility. I'm going to perhaps pick you out of all of these other people. Also, this person could have said that you're very task-oriented, that you can do a lot of things. I feel like this could have been like a boss, or somebody who's, I feel the weight of what they say matters to you. So if this was like a compliment given to you, I think you really took this to heart, and it made you feel pretty darn good and hopeful. I think that they may have said, you know, there's, in another way, they could be, whatever they said made you feel good, made you feel hopeful. However, it could have been that they may have put somebody else down as well. So like, for instance, I mean, for some of you, this can be a situation where they're like, yeah, I'm going to choose you out of everyone else because you're practical, you're hardworking, you're here for the long haul, you're great. For others, it might be saying something like, this Knight of Pentacles person they're kind of stuck. They're not working hard enough. They seem to have their head in the clouds, or they seem to be not the right choice for us to make. So they could have been putting someone down, which ultimately raised you up or somehow made you feel like, haha, I've got this. Everything's going to be great. I got this nailed down. It's mine. So regardless of whether they said we're going to choose you, or whether they put down someone else and said maybe they were not focused enough, or maybe they had too many interests in too many different things, or something of that nature. If they said that to you, it gave you some hope that you're doing well, that you're gonna come through, that maybe you won in some way over someone else or a bunch of other people. So someone may have basically given you some kind of polite compliment, or just something that that really makes you feel like things are going right. And so how did this person feel when they said this to you? Well, this was the responsible, wise decision. This was the right thing to say. This was practical, and they meant it. I feel like when the King of Pentacles says something, he means it. I think that he's a very practical guy, and he has no time for games, especially in matters of business. So I feel like he's very authentic. So this person felt like they were saying this from a very authentic place, and they were bestowing it upon you because they're in the King of Pentacles energy. So I feel like they bestowed this compliment, or this, hopeful word, or some kind of future predictions or plans. They bestowed them upon you, and it looks pretty positive. So the last question here is, did they mean it? Well, yeah, they do. They did. This is the Ten of Cups. So this person has every intention, I think, of making sure that this is the end goal, that everybody's happy, that the situation is harmonious, that everybody is in the right place. In a love situation, this Ten of Cups can mean shared love. But if it's like a work related thing, this is saying that this is, shared appreciation. Like, we want you here and you want to be here. So this is the perfect ending. This is how it will pan out. So that's not a prediction. I'm not saying it will pan out, but this is their prediction. This is what they want. So this was their intention. So yes, for you, group 3, to summarize, yes, they did mean what they said. So I want to thank you for watching, and I'm going to move on to group 4. Hello, group 4. This is your reading. You picked the heart. So let's take a look here, group 4. We're going to explore the nature of what this person said, how they felt when they said it, how you felt when they said it, and whether or not they mean it. And through this, I should be able to determine that answer. So, what was the nature of group 4's person, what they said? Well, how did they feel? How did group 4's person feel about what they said when they said it? How did group 4 feel about what this person said to them? And did they mean it? In the end, did they mean it? Interesting. This person may have made a comment about your character, or made a comment, just a general statement about you. Hang on. It could be talking about a child or children or daughter of some kind, and a mother, perhaps, or having a daughter, creating something as well. Because both of these energies do talk about creative enterprises, making things, exploring, being enterprising, making, creating, producing. Can talk about motherhood as well. We've got the Two of Wands, though, for how they felt when they said it. Yeah. It's not really like a very sturdy energy, this Two of Pentacles. It's kind of like a flippy floppy. When they said this, they may not have been totally sure if that's what they wanted to say, or if that was like something kind of like playful, idle banter. Because there is this playful energy to a page a little bit. We're talking about creativity here, or creative pursuits, or you can talk about that. But as for how this person felt when they said it, I don't feel like they really believed it when they said it. It was kind of like, and this is such a like a busy sort of time, like wasting energy with the Two of Pentacles. Because it's usually like multitasking. So if this person said something to you, they may have said it in passing while they were doing something else. But you took it super seriously. Like, and you may have actually kind of really taken it in a positive way. Like, all right then. Okay, I see how this goes. I've got the clear. I've got the clearance, or I have the green light in some way, because the world card is kind of talking about endings but beginnings that follow after that. So it's like a green light to do something. So this person may have like approved something or said yes to something. But when they said it, they may not have been totally paying attention. This also can indicate that maybe they feel like they said something based on a mood, based on how they felt, or something like that. But whatever was coming from you, the energy that you saw was like, okay, this is right. This is correct. This is the official closing and on to something new. Now, did they mean it in the end? Well, we have the Queen of Wands. This is somebody who just talks to talk. You know, like the Queen of Wands she's kind of like, she can be a gossip. She can be a mean girl. She can be moody. She can be totally personable and enjoyable to be around, fun. But this energy is like not, like I feel like the Queen of Wands would tell you something for her own, for her own benefit, I think. Let me see here. Nine of Cups. Did she mean it? Did this person mean it? I mean, I think so. I think if this is to elevate you, I think so. Again, I'm getting an energy where somebody's speaking too soon, but I feel like they did mean what they said. It's kind of coming from like a weird sort of chaotic place, though. This person, they could have said that they're going to give you something or make you something or something like that. I feel like this is a crafty sort of energy with these two here. So this is possibly somebody who's going to make you something, but they may also feel like there's a busyness here. Like, I don't know if I've got time for this. But There's something maybe about completing some side of some exchange as well. But I do feel like in the end, their intent is to give you what you want. So that's positive. I mean, depending on what it is, I guess. But yeah, I think so. So I would say that yes, pile 4, this person meant it and they want to give you what you want. All right. So thank you for watching. I'm going to move on to the last pile, which is group 5. Hi, group 5. So you picked the ring. So we're going to take a look here. What is the nature of the person, what they said to you? What is the nature of what that person on your mind said to you? What is the nature of what they said? How did this person that you're asking about, how did they feel when they said what they said to you? How did they feel when they said it? How did you feel when they said this to you? And did this person mean it? Did they mean what they said to pile 5? Ooh. Banishment. Yes. I mean, this is coming through very strongly. If this person said that they did not want to be together anymore, they didn't want to be with you, or they wanted to separate, or they wanted to break it off, I think that this person was speaking the truth. The nature of what they said is this 10 of Pentacles, right? But this talks about inclusion, being part of the family, being part of the group, being included in a society or some kind of group of people. But with the 9 of Wands here, with how they felt when they said this thing, they said, I mean, they feel like this was for the best. This is the practical, safest measure to take. This is good for them. This is a self-preservation thing. Because of that 9 there, I feel like this is them. They're saying that it's just better off if you guys are maybe separate or not together. The way that you felt about it when they told you this was like, well, whatever, I don't need this anyway. There's better things out there for me. But yeah, this looks like some kind of split or separation, but there's like a full-on like banishment feeling, like you got kicked out of the society, you got kicked out of the group, or kicked out of the town or something like that. Like there was some kind of like, you know, I get the feeling like burn the witch. Like it's like a group of people maybe perhaps that are wanting to ostracize you, or I mean, honestly, though, I don't think the intent is to ostracize you. However, that's just kind of like the nature of what happened to you, perhaps, or what they did or said was about, you know, removal, like, you know, removal of somebody from a group. But they did this for themselves. This is a safety measure for them or something, or some kind of precautionary measure on their part. Yeah, it's final. This splitting, it does seem like it is, it's, the splitting seems like it's final. Like it's for a higher good though. So that's maybe why you are like, okay, perhaps with leaving this behind, because this is for a higher good. So it's kind of like you're at the bar and you've had a lot to drink and they're like, hey, we got to cut you off. And you're like, yeah, whatever. Okay. Like, I guess that makes sense. Is something like that. So it's like the removal of you or this person from the scenario is somehow of benefit to you or someone else. So the question is, did they mean it? Well, Queen of Wands is kind of like catty, passionate, feisty. Clarify this Queen of Wands, please. Did they mean it? I think so. I think this person did mean it. That Three of Wands does indicate that there's like, an understanding for what happens next, or an understanding of what's happening right now, or the results of something, setting something in motion. Perhaps this person probably thought they were setting something in motion too. But this Queen of Wands, though, I feel like this comes from a fiery, sort of willful place. Like, this person has an idea of how things should be, and they're creating it, So I think that, yes, this person did mean what they said. And there's a lot of firm energy here. This though does kind of show an expectation too for waiting here, like waiting for the other shoe to drop. When is this person coming back? Or like, but this is what they said to you, and this is how they felt when they said it. Like, so they felt like there's something that happens after. They said the thing, and they felt like there's something that was supposed to happen after. And perhaps they're waiting for that thing to happen after. But I'm also seeing like firmness still. Like, I think this person meant what they said. But I feel like the story just doesn't end here. It seems like a very firm closure, but for some reason, I just don't feel like the story is ended. Because there's this nurturing, receptive energy in this Three of Wands. So they may have kicked you out and said, hey, you got to go. But they could have also said something like, and you were like, okay, I'll go. And then, but this is kind of like them still like, did they pack their lunch? Did they bring what they needed to bring? Like, did they bring a sleeping bag? What if they forgot their toothbrush? Like, there's something about this is still kind of, they're still connected in some way. So there's still some kind of concern. I don't think that this was an easy decision for this person to make, though, because this guy looks really sad. He looks like he knows what's good. He knows what's good for him, and he's just being practical. And it's like, as you go off to this, there's still this connection of like, okay, is this person still doing well? Like, are they, like I said, like, did they pack their toothbrush? Are people being nice to them? Like, this could have been some kind of situation, like someone going away, to college or something. And there's like a mom somewhere out there who's like, what if somebody's bullying them? Like, I hope to hear back. I hope they tell me. So it's kind of like this weird nurturing sort of vibe. So anyway, that's what I have for you, Group 5. I want to thank you for watching. For those of you that stuck around for all 5 piles, I want to thank you for watching as well, watching through the full way, the full thing. But yeah, if you like my content and you want to see more of it, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know how you liked your reading. Tell me if you want more of this. and I'll be happy to provide. So I want to thank you all again, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.